We are...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Harris. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Basket counts. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it. Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Harden scanning the floor. Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo inside. No good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's Brown. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
Harden the pass to Harris. DiVincenzo against Harden. Pass to Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Bucks.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them. How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Harden gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Now, here is Harden. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. Another miss by Harden.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Harden, that's good.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Drops in the tray.
Boy, his flair for the spectacular has you holding your breath every time Kyrie has the ball.
52 seconds left to play here in the first. Holiday looking for an opening. To the middle. Giannis against Griffin. And to Tacumbo. Missed inside.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Moving against Holiday. Passes it to Giannis. Misses in close. Left side, Brown. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the truck. And recently, on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Forbes. Hits the three-point bomb. Forbes has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, this is the strength and forte of Forbes' game. He's a lethal sniper from deep.
Irving against Holiday. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Irving looking over the floor. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for James Harden.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
The shot's good from Forbes.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Irving for 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks leading by 8. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Irving, good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Covered by Irving. There's the pass to Portis. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. And Portis throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Harden outside. Here's Jordan. Stolen away. Pass to Connaughton. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Harden outside. And he comes up with the deuce. Harden's got 6 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, sinks the triple. Now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
You know, he's not just a spot-up shooter, guys. Joe Harris can score off the dribble, too.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Connaughton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good, and Brooklyn making a change here. He's perfect from the line this time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Harden outside, fires the 3. The shot, no good. He can't get that one to fall. So that'll be it for the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, and he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring wings in this league, fellas. Chris Middleton right at the top of that list. Kenny, you a fan?
For sure. I mean, the guy's a great shooter.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Harden. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Harden finds Harris from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Middleton. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Bucks lead by 7.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Middleton can't get it to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And here's Irving. He's got 9. And it's good. 2 points. Irving's got 11.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Aldridge so good at shooting it as soon as he catches it. Great confidence in his stroke.
Here is Forbes. He's got 5. Pass to Middleton. 1:51 left to play in the third. And the dunk by Lopez.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella, banging it down.
Irving with it. 11 points in the game. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Pulls it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Now, here is Irving. He's tightly guarded. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Middleton. Lays it up off the glass. Middleton's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
A putback. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Middleton outside. Bobbed up there for Lopez.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Bobby Portis, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Outside Irving. Stolen by Tucker. Fast break, Milwaukee. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Green. And James Harden subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. The wide open look here for Holiday. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets trail by 13. Bobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Holiday against Irving. Now Holiday. And the Bucks miss again. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Net shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. It's Harden with the drive. Deflected by Tucker.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Holiday against Irving, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Tucker the pass to Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. He kicks it to Middleton. There's the three. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Harris, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Harden the pass to Jordan, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. It's the Nets now, and there's the pass to Harris. Inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. And taken away by Brown. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Remarkable speed in transition from Harden, sprinting ahead of everybody, putting himself in a great spot there.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Griffin. And the dunk by Giannis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Harden finds Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. For three, Harris sinks the three-pointer.
And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
Bucks leading by 5. Now here is Holiday. This is to Middleton. Giannis up top. Antetokounmpo shines it in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Antetokounmpo shines it in.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
And so the Bucks take the win. Probably a little. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An overhead look at downtown. And before.
Hey, Kevin, with
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, DA. And they're dealing with two injuries. One of their stars is out. No doubt that'll have an impact on the game.
Two players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Philadelphia, Ben Simmons is out there with Harris. Then it's Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Milton in at the point. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club. Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. He's guarded by Howard. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo.
Wow! I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Harris against Middleton. The 8-footer. And the rejection by Giannis. A shot by Milton, no good.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And anytime he comes up with a steal, Simmons has the speed to turn it into a quick, fast break. And if he can take it all the way himself, he'll do it.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Lopez. And it's sent back by Howard. Now the 76ers on the break. Taken away by Holiday. Now the Bucks moving it up. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Lopez. Antetokounmpo's got 6. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now here's Milton, guarded by Holiday. An even 3-on-3 break. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. And Simmons kicks to Howard. Back to Simmons. Down low. And Howard with the stuff.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Curry against DiVincenzo. Lopez right side. And it's sent back by Howard.
That reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
It's all about Antetokounmpo. Simmons with the defensive effort.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
They get it back. Howard. He feeds it to Curry. Outside, Simmons. Looking for Milton. He gets it there. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And that'll tie this game up.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
here is Holiday. Defense right on him. And now the 76ers on the break. And Simmons slams it in.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Holiday. Banked in off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And here is Milton. Here's Howard. And that one released in time, but no good. It's all tied in Philadelphia. Let's take a quick break now. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Maxey out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Scott, and it's Green, and it's Korkmaz in at the power forward. Here is Forbes after the Sixers pick up 2. Middleton outside. Over Green. And again, the Bucks miss. The 76ers lead. Here's Maxey. And he uses the glass on the layup. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Now, here's Maxey after the miss from Bobby Portis.
They ran that play exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
Bucks trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Forbes the pass to Portis. To Forbes. Portis in the post. Scott's there. Portis can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Thybulle. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thybulle's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And yes, it's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here are the 76ers now after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Maxey, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Portis. Makes it off the glass. Portis has got his first basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now, here's Maxey. Not a lot of room. Here's Scott. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Forbes, the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Just 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. But they get it back. A second chance effort. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Portis.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Passes it to Thibault. 76ers moving the ball around. Rebound, Milwaukee. Tucker with the ball. Pass to Portis. He kicks it to Forbes. Back to Portis. He shoots again. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Forbes can't get it to go. There's the steal. Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so that's the end of it. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a rope.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Bucks trail by 6. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Now here's Lopez. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Middleton finds Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Philadelphia leading by 4. Curry deciding where to go with it. He dishes it to Harris. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Outside, Simmons. Kicks it to Howard. Clock at 6. Back to Simmons. It's stolen by Kumbo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. A finish. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
Howard dishes to Simmons, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Now here's Giannis. 6 points for him. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And to Kumbo inside. Guarded by Simmons. Trying to get open is Lopez. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Milton. 6 to shoot. Back to Simmons. Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swatted away.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. It's good. This game is all even. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Milton finds Howard. To the middle. Here's Harris. Back to Howard. Giannis against Simmons. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The 76ers with another miss. Here's DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 12.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Maxey passes to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's DiVincenzo. 76ers getting the bucket. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. No good on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And now the 76ers on the break. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from outside. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Giannis is double. And he drops it in from the low post. 14 points for him.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Here's Giannis. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Reed. Here's Korkmaz. Banked in off the glass. Korkmaz has got his first 2 points.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers lead by 1. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They lead by 1. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Maxey. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Howard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Howard's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Philadelphia. Bucks trail by 3. The pass to Forbes. To the inside. To the wing right side. Tucker dishes to Forbes. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Reed is checked in for Howard. Ben Simmons comes in for Danny Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. The Bucks shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
To the right side. Kicks it down to Middleton. They get it again. Here's Portis. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers leading by 5. Now here's Simmons. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Pass to Middleton, but Trey drills it from outside.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Pass to Curry. Back to Simmons. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
He's off on the first. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Philadelphia leading by 3. Now Milton. The feed to Howard.
Dwight Howard's been around a long time, and his poise showed up on that big hoop.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Now, here's Milton, guarded by Holiday. Here's Harris, and that one goes long.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there. Now, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Now, here's Milton, guarded by Holiday. Howard kicks to Harris. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Harris has got his first points of the game.
Tobias says, I'll take you home.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Dishes it to Middleton to tie it up. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Harris. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Back to Howard. Lopez with the steal.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Money!
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Simmons passes to Curry. And by Giannis. One-on-one here. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. To win the game. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our the borough of Brooklyn. Hi, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. It's quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 2-guard spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. 5 on the clock. Harden kicks to Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harris's shot is off. Green inside. Harris is there. Howard finds Curry. A 3-pointer off the mark. Simmons against Brown. Harden outside. Inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, this guy has run this play so many times. DeAndre Jordan understands how to read the defense.
Now here's Simmons. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Harris. And Simmons with the rebound. Passes to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Harden outside. Left side, Brown. Here's Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's good on the putback.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Now, here is Harden. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Curry passes to Simmons. Jordan against Howard. Back to Harris. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. And Howard with the second chance points.
Oh, Dwight Howard made quick work of that one.
The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Ben Simmons. Here's Harden, and it's good for 2. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here is Harden. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. 1:22 left in the first quarter. And the jam by Harden.
And with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now, here's Milton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Dishes to Howard. Milton with it. He's against Jordan. Milton's shot is good.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Harden scanning the floor. And Harden with the stuff.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. For Brooklyn, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Back to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris misses.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Milton on top. And he converts the layup. Milton's got his second basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Jordan. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Philadelphia. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talking.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Korkmaz is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Maxey. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. Aldridge, good.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Maxey passes to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Irving after the Sixers pick up 2. And it's Reed pulling it down.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Maxey. Lays it up off the glass. Maxey's got the lead up to 4 now for Philadelphia.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Maxey, and it's sent back by Irving.
Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Bruce Brown. Philadelphia also making some changes. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Reed. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Green. That one's not going to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Korkmaz, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Philadelphia with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Simmons passes to Curry. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Knocks it loose and stolen by Scott. And now the 76ers on the break. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside, Green. The pass to Irving from deep three-point range. But they'll get another chance. Shoots the three. The shot will not fall. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Curry is inside. Guarded by Green. Simmons inside. Clock is at 3. On deep. The 76ers with another miss. And so Green will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Aldridge. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Brown comes in for Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Luwawu. Then for the 76ers, Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Green in for Seth Curry. Now here's Simmons. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Harden. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Harden's got 8 points.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good moments from both teams. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Now, here's Brown after Ben Simmons' miss. Now, here is Harden. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry passes to Howard. 18 feet out. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Jordan.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Milton hits the close range jumper. Milton's got 6.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Maxey. Good D by Harden. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And Irving subbed in for Brown. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Danny Green. Now, here is Harden. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Back to Irving. He kicks it to Griffin. And again, it's the Nets missing. 76ers have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half starting. Korkmaz passes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
Now Irving. For the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Claxton. Back to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Korkmaz. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Korkmaz has got his second basket of the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Irving with the ball. He's got 5. 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. In the corner, Harden. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A shot by Milton, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's Howard. In the corner, it's Harris. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving for 3. Milton grabs the board. Here's Maxey. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Nets leading by 9. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Reed out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Good.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Aldridge has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Reed tips it back in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Irving. From deep 3-point range, Scott pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Reed misses.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Korkmaz. No good with the layup. Looking to get back on track here. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. And the Nets lead by 11.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Milton buries the 7-footer. And here is Irving. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. He dishes it to Aldridge. Back to Irving. Over Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Maxey.
Well, we continue to be, to me, in the golden age of point guards in the NBA. And Kyrie Irving is right there with the best of them in that discussion.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. And it's Brown in for Luwawu.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Irving looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Simmons against Irving. And that one's good. Simmons.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Now here's Irving from past the arc. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's Harris off the drive. Another shot. No good from Howard.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Harris passes to Jordan, and stolen by Simmons. Here's Curry. Second shot opportunity. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Dwight Howard.
This is a comfort zone for Dwight Howard. The closer he is to the hoop, the more effective he becomes.
Irving dishes to Harris. Back to Irving. Over Simmons. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers trail by 7. Outside, Green. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now, here's Irving. Lets a floater go, and the shot is good. And the Nets lead by 9.
Boy, how frustrating it must be when you manage to slow up Irving only to have him drop the floater.
Here's Simmons. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Simmons against Irving. It's hauled in by Harris. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. He can't get that one. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they end. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And looking at the Nets, we've got Green. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3. Now here's Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Holiday. Releases from 15, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. It's good. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here's Irving following the basket by Chris Middleton. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Now, here is Harden. And it's sent back by Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. So it's Brooklyn now. Pass to Jordan. Harris outside. 5 to shoot. From 6 feet. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Chris Middleton.
You know, overall now, in terms of defensive strategy, sending Jordan to the line is not as effective as it used to be. He's improved as a free throw shooter.
And he ends up missing both free throws. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Giannis outside. Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Bobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here is Holiday. Lopez outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeff Green picks one up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And he recovers it. Here's Giannis. No good. Shot missing. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Great D that time from Green.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. On the wing, Giannis. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
The Bucks trail. Buries it down low.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And here's Irving. Puts one up from 19. Count it. Irving's got 6.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Holiday. The 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Takes it down to Middleton. Rejected by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Offensive rebound. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Brown. Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 6. Here's DiVincenzo. And Griffin sends it back. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Aldridge from 16 feet away. He cans it. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Johnson with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Nets passing it around. Griffin got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here is Forbes. It's hauled in by Claxton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Chioza. And he lays it straight in. Chioza's got his first basket of the night. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And they're running, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's DiVincenzo. Yep, that one goes in there. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Gioza passes to Luau. To the left wing. Now the pass to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Griffin kicks to Aldridge. And again, it's the Nets missing. Bucks trail by 6, and so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And, Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Irving passes to Green.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 6.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now Holiday, he's still scoreless so far in this one. Middleton outside. Puts up a 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signal. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Holiday dishes to Middleton. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Can't hit that one. Jordan with some nice D. Nets leading by 8. Harris with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Irving with a clean look. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. Harris inside, defended by Middleton. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Giannis has got 6.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, and it is one sight to see.
Irving passes to Harris. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. And the layup falls. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Lopez, rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Connaughton kicks to Lopez. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Back to Harden. Greg, who would you...
Get it!
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Holiday against Irving. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Irving looking over the floor. Passes it to Harris. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 10. Pass to Connaughton. At the top of the key, Lopez. Back to Connaughton. That 3 off the mark. The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Irving finds Jordan. Back to Irving. Jordan inside. Lopez is there. Irving, a good look. That one's good from the corner. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
No good on the second free throw.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
And Portis throws it down.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Net. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Griffin, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Here is Forbes. Fires the 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Harden. Again, the Nets for 2.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Middleton. That one doesn't drop. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Harden the pass to Aldridge. Releases. The rebound by the Bucks.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Brooklyn leading by 14. Harden outside. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Tucker kicks to Middleton. It's blocked. And they're pushing it up. Brown the pass to Harden. He dishes it to Aldridge. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 14. No good from Connaughton. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Harden. And he can't bank that one in. The Bucks have gone 0 of 6 in the 4th quarter. Disastrous start to the period.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Middleton outside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Harden surveying the D.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backcourt.
Connaughton.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Sometimes it's a real trick bag trying to guard Antetokounmpo. I mean, his skill set and build and length and athleticism draws a ton of fouls.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Outside Irving. The pass to Brown. Double team on Aldridge. Stolen by Middleton. One-on-one fast break. Floats it up for Giannis. Griffin with the steal. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And finished off by Brown.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Giannis against Irving. It's tipped. Stolen by Middleton.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And here's Irving. From deep. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Downtown Milwaukee is... And a look at the injury situation. 2 players injured. One of their stars is out. Something they're going to have to overcome tonight.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Tobias Harris is out there with Simmons. Then there's Howard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Milton in at the point. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Curry passes to Simmons. Back to Curry. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
And here's Holiday. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
You better stay with Simmons, especially on the break. He's dangerous. He leaks out, and he's going to cash in.
Outside Holiday. The shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Simmons. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For 3, Middleton. Milton grabs the board.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Harris. Giannis grabs the miss. Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Yes, that goes in.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Milton after the basket by Milwaukee. Simmons finds Curry. Back to Simmons. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Here's DiVincenzo.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Curry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. That one off the back iron and out.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Passes it to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The rebound by the Bucks.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Simmons. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage. And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Scott can't get it to go.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Harris. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. Reedy's checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Now, here's Maxey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's good. Bucks leading by 4. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Portis against Reed. Portis kicks to Forbes. Portis, great positioning on the putback.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He works so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Now the pass to Thibault. Forbes with the rebound. Another shot. Can't capitalize inside. Fast break, Milwaukee. And they pick up 2.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Here's Maxey. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the... This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his...
For me personally, I just want to...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Mike Scott. Ben Simmons is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the 2 guard. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Clock at 6. Portis finds Tucker. Portis trying to free himself. Tucker can't get it to go.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Bucks leading by 8. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And we talk about timing on the offensive rebounds. Portis, think about this, just demonstrating how great he is at this.
Simmons, again, Philadelphia.
And his shot, has come around. For most of the first quarter, it looked like he might be in for a long night.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Forbes. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 8. And Simmons kicks to Curry. Pass to Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Curry passes to Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Out to the right wing. Defended by Milton. Left side, Portis. Plenty of space. Misses off the right iron. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Reed the pass to Thibault. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Scott kicks to Reed. The kick out to Scott. Shoots from 14, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Giannis, and it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Here's Simmons. 8 points for him. Pass to Milton. With the tip, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bucks leading by 4. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The 76ers making a switch here. Green's checked in. The 76ers trail by 4. Milton with it. No points in the game yet for him. Launches a 3. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 6.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Now here's Milton, guarded by Holiday. They kick it out to Green. The 76ers need to get off a shot. A nice shot by Howard.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Outside Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Green passes to Howard. Simmons inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Showing off that athleticism. Harris is more than happy to slam it down like this.
The pass to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Count the basket. Antetokounmpo's got his third basket of the night. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I like to see the ball moving in transition like that. I mean, when teammates out in front, get them to rock.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. Then for the 76ers, Reedy's checked in for Howard. Mike Scott comes in for Ben Simmons, and Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Tobias Harris.
Well, I'll tell you what, Harris is a solid mid-range shooter, and he feels comfortable from there.
Now, DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game so far. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers trail by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Out to Harris, lets it go, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Harris has got 6 in the quarter. The Bucks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter, 4 of 8. And here is DiVincenzo to the middle, Middleton. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Milwaukee on top, up by 3. And we'll get going after this from... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Maxey. Mike Scott out there with Reed. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Korkmaz in at the small forward. Tries again, and Portis with the layup. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
The 76ers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Now, here's Maxey. Shoots over Portis, and that one's good. Maxey.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Forbes. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Maxey. Down low, here's Reed. Great D that time from Portis.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that thing.
Drive by Scott. Feeds it to Reed. That one a little long. Bucks leading by 7. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo passes to Tucker. To the paint. There's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 4 this quarter.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here is Forbes. Kicks to Tucker. Back to Forbes. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And the Bucks lead by 9. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Thibault, the pass to Scott. To the inside. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Thibault on the wing. Over onto Kumbo. Thibault can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 9. Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Forbes the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Scott has it in the corner. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The Bucks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here is Forbes. It's Portis, high post. Reed on him. Portis in the post. Reed covering. Some solid defense from Reed. 76ers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Inside. And finished off by Scott.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
40 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Reed. Simmons comes in for Scott. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. And Curry subbed in for Maxey.
I like the show of ferocity from Lopez. Whenever he plays down there with fire, it's infectious.
Now, here's Thibault. He's guarded closely. A nice shot by Howard.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Antetokounmpo against Simmons. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
And really getting the best of this front court matchup, no doubt about it. They've been way too hard to handle down low.
And so the Bucks take the... All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. An overhead look at downtown Philadelphia. That's the side of our broadcast. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the Nets starting 5. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Harris. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3. And both these teams rely on low post offense doors in a size-on-size matchup. What can make the difference?
Well, smart passing is one of the keys, Kevin. You have to be able to enter the ball into the low post in a way that puts that big in a position to score it. The ball's got to be moving. Can you get it side to side and get the ball inside at the appropriate time?
And Philadelphia has possession, following the bucket by the Nets. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
And Simmons drops them both. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. With the shot. And that one hits back iron. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Simmons passes to Korkmaz. Knocked loose to the paint. Green with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Here's Irving. The dish to Harris. Back to Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. He gets it in there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Simmons against Jordan. Here's Howard, and Howard slams it home.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now, here is Irving. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Out to Harris. Right at the free throw line. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Irving misses.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Harris, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Green. 1:44 left here in the opening quarter. Good on the bucket. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. And Simmons slams it in.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Harden dishes to Irving. It's tipped. Now the 76ers on the break. And that one's good. Korkmaz.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Here's Simmons. He dishes it to... Oh!
Yes. Goodness. And
how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Outside Irving. Fires the three. Simmons pulls it in. The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Harden. Simmons with the defensive effort. The 76ers leading by 4. And here's Maxey. Harris inside, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 8.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn looking who they've got on out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the 4. It's good.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Milton with it. Shoots over Brown. Milton's shot is good. Nets trail by 6. Now Irving. Down low, Claxton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Hey Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And it's in there.
It's just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Milton. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Nets trail by 3. And Griffin, here we go. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Hammering it home. Griffin making use of that athleticism and size. That combination makes him such an offensive threat.
Now here's Curry. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The 76ers with another miss. On its way from Irving for 2. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The pass to Milton. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. And that time, also a missed shot. The Nets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And you can put those alley-oop feeds as high as you need to when Griffin's on the receiving end. He'll pick it up off the top of the backboard if he has to.
Now, here's Scott. Back to Milton. Kicks to Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Curry with another miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A shot by Milton, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
1:29 left in the first half. Here's Milton. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Milton's got 4 points this quarter. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Here's Irving. 13 points in the game. Griffin goes in. Aldridge down low. Read on him. Aldridge can't get it to go. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Green.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Here's Claxton. And it's Reed pulling it down. The 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Scott the pass to Reed. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Brown kicks to Aldridge. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Puts it up from 12. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Irving launches it from deep. Off target from three-point range. What?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are leading by 4. Kenny, give us your... And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Korkmaz. Ben Simmons is out there with Maxey. Then there's Harris. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And Luwawu gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Simmons passes to Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. To the middle. It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden dishes to Jordan. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Maxey. Finished off the break. Maxey's got his first points of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Harden outside. Good D by Howard.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Korkmaz kicks to Harris. Tries it from the top of the key, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
Here's Harden. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Korkmaz passes to Maxey. Harris outside for the tie, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Brown's checked in. Korkmaz no good. The Nets with the lead, and they're moving it up. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Here's Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Brown drives in, and he banks in the layup.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basketball.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Howard can't hit. Nets leading by 4. Kicks it out to Harden. Down low, Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention?
And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Back to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. From down in the low post, it goes. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Harris outside. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Simmons passes to Howard. That shot off, and Brooklyn will come the other way. To the inside. Brown finds Green. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Howard. He's got 8. And the shot goes in. Howard's got 10.
This is a comfort zone for Dwight Howard. The closer he is to the hoop, the more effective he becomes.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points for him. Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's blocked by Simmons. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Harden. Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. And the rejection by Harden. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The dish now to Irving. "60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Banked in off the glass. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Irving, good.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Aldridge against Simmons. Reed, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
And Simmons is just the total package. I mean, a player that can really dish it to his teammates.
Right side, Aldridge. Over Reed. Goes back up. And it's laid up and in by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Simmons. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Outside, Griffin. He kicks to Harden. And it's blocked by Simmons. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in. Simmons inside. Guarded by Harden. No good from Simmons. Brooklyn leading by 11. In transition. Here come the Nets. Chalk up 2 there.
It's remarkable how Griffin's game has developed from just a dunker to a very skilled big. The jumper, a big part of that.
Simmons against Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Wow. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the free throw, no good. Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And here's Irving. 4 on the clock. All alone. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They kick it out to Green. Back to Simmons. Over in the corner, Green. Outside, Scott. It's hauled in by Claxton. Irving surveying the floor. Pass to Harden. The kick out to Irving. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons, to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Outside Irving. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do